In British Museum, how many cultural heritages would be from Britain? Cultural heritages attracting millions of tourists every year are from Egypt, Assyria, Greece, and Turkey. Egypt, Assyria, Greece, and Turkey believe that the British plundered the heritages. Thus, they constantly argue that the heritages should be returned to their countries. However, Britain does not return with the evidence that Britain can preserve the heritages in a higher quality than anyone else can, for instance, the mummies. The return of cultural heritage requires a subtle answer. So many aspects exist. Then on what historical aspect can we find the answer from? I believe the answer is inside the remnants of colonialism. Kipling's White Man's Burden, written in 1899, displays how colonial states justified imperialism. It says, "Take up the white man's burden to serve your captives' needs on your new cod-solemn people, half devil and half child." Colonial states thought that the colony was so adolescent that the colony cannot rule themselves. Colonial states thought that they educated African Americans with Western ideas, performing moral duty to serve them, being imposed of the white man's burden to help the less developed people. They justified the clearly exploitative act of colonialism. The idea of colonialism remains the nowadays attitude of the British transfer of cultural heritage. The plunder of cultural heritage is based on the idea that former colonies are incompetent to preserve the heritages. British believe that they are helping them to preserve them. The plunder highly resembles the colonialist thought that the Africans are too adolescent to have their autonomy, that the white man's help is needed. History has proven that colonialism ruined the development of peripheral countries and the democracy of colonial states. We can infer that remnants of colonialism must be eliminated in the process of returning cultural heritages. Surely there exist political and economic aspects of this issue. However, in the historical aspect, cultural plunders must not be forgiven. We cannot let the colonialism remain. If remained, the history would repeat itself, and the vicious imperialism would thrive in our thoughts. The blind belief that the Western is better would pervade. The analogy gives us the answer to the question in the beginning, that heritages must be returned.